The Bible, a collection of sacred texts revered by millions, is filled with stories that convey moral teachings, inspire faith, and challenge believers to ponder the nature of right and wrong. Today, we delve into the ethical dilemmas presented in these renowned biblical narratives, offering a glimpse into the moral quandaries that continue to prompt reflection and discussion. Let us first consider the story of Abraham and Isaac, a narrative that has intrigued and confounded scholars and lay people alike. As the tale unfolds in the book of Genesis, God commands Abraham to sacrifice his beloved son Isaac atop Mount Moriah. This divine directive leaves Abraham in a torturous bind. The moral dilemma is stark: obedience to God or the life of his child. Just as the sacrifice is about to occur, an angel intervenes, sparing Isaac. This story raises profound questions about faith, duty, and morality. How far should one go in demonstrating their faith? Is blind obedience ever justified, even when it conflicts with our deepest instincts of love and protection? This story challenges us to reflect on the balance between faith and ethical reasoning. Another narrative steeped in moral complexity is the story of King Solomon and the two women claiming to be the mother of a single child. Solomon's famous judgment, offering to split the living child in two to resolve the dispute, reveals a seemingly brutal solution that cunningly exposes the true mother's identity through her willingness to renounce her claim to save her child. Here, Solomon's judgment is a masterclass in wisdom, but also introduces questions about the use of manipulation and moral testing as a means to an end. Is it ethical to employ deceit, even with just intentions, to reveal the truth? Solomon's story urges us to consider the fine line between wisdom and cunning, and whether the outcomes justify the methods used. Then there is the account of Job, a story that explores the moral dimensions of suffering and divine justice. Job, a righteous and prosperous man, experiences unbearable loss and affliction, not as a direct result of wrongdoing, but due to a divine bet between God and Satan. Job's unyielding faith and eventual questioning prompt us to examine the fairness of arbitrary suffering and the nature of divine will. This narrative compels us to ask, why do the righteous suffer? How can we reconcile the existence of an all-powerful, benevolent deity with the presence of needless suffering? These are timeless questions that resonate within human experience, challenging our understanding of justice, faith, and resilience. We also encounter moral ambiguity in stories like that of Jacob and Esau, where Jacob deceives his father Isaac to gain his brother's blessing. The outcome, while divinely sanctioned, raises ethical considerations regarding family fidelity, deception, and the pursuit of destiny. This story invites reflection on intentions versus actions, highlighting the complexity of relational loyalty. As we evaluate these stories, it becomes evident that the Bible provides not only moral guidance through its narratives, but also invites us to engage deeply with the ethical dilemmas that define the human condition. Each story serves as a mirror, reflecting the multifaceted nature of morality and challenging us to understand and navigate the complex terrain of ethics in our own lives. In conclusion, biblical stories of moral quandaries remain relevant because they engage with fundamental questions about human nature, our responsibilities to each other, and the search for truth and justice. As we walk through life, these narratives encourage us to question, to ponder, and to strive for a deeper understanding of what it means to live ethically and faithfully, providing continuous wisdom and insight across generations.